As we all sit down for our Thanksgiving dinners, it is so important for us to remember where our food comes from and the work it takes to keep grocery stores and meat packing plants going strong in the midst of this global pandemic.
Yeah, these are the heroes, right? These essential workers who have been taking care of us and being there and going to work every day since this pandemic. And joining us now is the man who represents many of these workers, Marc, president of the United Food and Commercial Workers International Union. Sir, thank you so much for being here with us. And 900,000 of your 1.3 million members are grocery workers. Now, there was hazard pay at some point during the pandemic for these workers. It went away. Should it come back? Will it come back?
Yeah, TJ, first of all, let me say happy Thanksgiving to you and to Amy. Yes, I do believe that hazard pay should come back, quite honestly. The risks are actually greater today than they were back in May when the hazard pay started to show up in the food stores. And these workers are having challenges as it relates to their children, to provide child care for them while they're at work, while they're protecting us. I mean, many people can stay at home, but they can't. And many people can educate their children from home. But our members are having some severe difficulties in doing that, and that extra hazard pay would, in fact, be helpful to them, given the risks that they're facing and the challenges that they have.
Let's talk about the risks and the hazards, because you've provided us some pretty staggering numbers. Roughly 250,000 of your members work in meat packing or in food processing plants. Are you satisfied with the changes plants have made to try and ensure the safety of your members?
Do I think that more could be done? I certainly do. But we have to get past this discussion about consumer PR and be more focused on the actual science that protects everyone that goes into the stores or the meatpacking plants to make sure that we contain this virus. Because we need to keep our economy open. I don't think there's any question about that. That needs to be done. But we can and we must do it safely for everybody that's involved.
And one other thing, sir, with all of your members have gone through, grocery workers, and all they've had to deal with, they've been put in the position also of being enforcers, right? Like you said, you mentioned the fatigue. A lot of people are going to the stores, they don't want to put their masks on, but there are requirements that they have them on. So grocery workers are now in a position to try to enforce these rules. We've seen videos that have gone viral, been out there over the past several months of fights or arguments that have broken out. Should your members not be put in that position? They try to do the best they can, but is that a position they should not be put in trying to enforce these mask rules?
I couldn't agree with you more, TJ. I mean, the fact of the matter is they don't necessarily have the de-escalation skill sets that they need in order to be able to de-escalate a situation like that. Look, ultimately, we need uniform mandates across the board so that one particular location doesn't operate differently than another, so it becomes more uniform for the customers to understand that that's what they need to do, and that these workers are not their enemies. They're trying to protect them, the customer, as well as themselves. And I don't think that's too much to ask for, especially moving into this holiday season where we're always talking about how we need to take care of each other.
Thank you for spending some time with us. Thank you to your members, UFCW President Marc Perrone, and thank you for being here with us on this day.
TJ, thank you. And Amy, thank you. Happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you as well. And your